Welcome back as we finish Superman 93 with the man Superman feared. Superman 93 hasn't been a very good comic all the way around. And the third and final story isn't going to save it. This is a story that gets some points because it is a type of Superman story I like, a story where he's helping someone, specifically helping them to do better, helping them with their life, changing their life in some way. Those are usually the good Superman stories, and that is very fundamentally Superman. He helps the good, or helps those in trouble do good, or inspires people to do good. But unfortunately, like a lot of Golden Age Superman stories, it wastes a lot of time on Superman heroics that have very little to do with the character he's helping or the plot. So essentially, just to have some set pieces in there, it wastes about half the comic just kind of doing nothing other than Superman running in, saving something, and then leaving. There isn't much story to those set pieces. The story begins with Superman's heroics and then running away from a guy who shows up at the end. But they do this twice, and this wastes, like I said, half of the comic. They could have done this once and then had it be more involved in the comic. So there is this guy named Alfred Huntley who keeps showing up wherever Superman is, and this intrigues Lois. Turns out Alfred Huntley is owed a favor by Superman. The twist being is Huntley, who has dedicated his life to helping the less fortunate, got a favor from Superman due to his good deeds, only for Superman to discover that he was going to use this favor to do something to make him money. So he's going to have Superman commit a crime to get a whole bunch of money that Huntley can finally be selfish because he's wasted his life. And Superman, not knowing what to do, has been trying to avoid him this entire time. Yeah, that takes till halfway through the story to even start to be told to us. When in the other Superman stories I like of this type, it would begin with more of that, and the action would involve him trying to help the guy or trying to change him in some way. But instead, we kind of waste time, then get to the story. Almost the first half of the story is completely useless to the rest of the story. But Superman, now actually thinking about it, solves the problem. So once again, we get into he just solves the problem really quickly in the final act. Very little build up, very little thought to it. And with him helping the guy's son with an orchard, he sees the errors of his ways and thanks Superman because the favor ends up being that he didn't allow Superman to ruin his life. At the end, his orchard wins some prize, and I guess that's a resolution to the story. Well, the resolution happened before that, but with the climax. But the little bit more of resolution wasn't specifically anything that had to do with him wanting to help people. I guess Superman changed his life. It's too rushed. We need a little bit more of that, especially seeing that you had so much of this comic to tell that story and you wasted it. That is it from Superman 93, the man who Superman feared. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, hit the bell icon to get notification when new videos up. I do this Monday through Friday, but Friday is Bat Friday, where I cover a Batman story in either Detective Comics or Batman, unless I have something else to do, which keeps coming up on Friday. And until next time, let's ponder the question, whatever did happen to the Man of Tomorrow? And these 50s comics seem to be less focused on Superman trying to, change people. I wonder what was happening in the Age of Conformity that would cause Superman to not care as much about doing that. Okay, have a great day.